Hi guys, Ray Newlands again here. Again, massive thank you for subscribing to obviously what I'm trying to do here to help goalkeeping coaches. Hopefully you've seen the video that I've done yesterday or the day before, I can't remember now. This is the next one, guys. Okay, so in the last video I spoke about, the amount of goalkeeping coaches that are, frustratingly now coming onto the scene. Nothing we can do about it, guys, in terms of, more goalkeeping coaches coming onto the scene, but there's things that you can do to make sure that you're not obviously affected by that as well. Also as well, remember below each video, guys, these other bits and bobs that I do, check them out. If they're for you, great. If they're not a problem. Okay, so over the next few years, as I say, as I keep saying, guys, there's a lot of goalkeeping coaches coming onto the scene. What can you do to make sure that you are not affected by that? And the biggest thing you need to do is brand yourself, guys. Okay. Unfortunately, what a lot of goalkeeping coaches do, some do it intentionally, some a lot unintentionally. They get involved with a football club or a soccer club. That could be it could be a big name in their country, their area, their state, their province, wherever they are in the world. And what happens then is the goalkeeping coach, the success is on this. It comes from the success of the football club or the soccer club being big, rather than them, if that makes sense. And the problem that they have then is, for whatever reason, they decide to leave, or they might maybe get the sack, they lose the job. It's very, very difficult then, for them to go to another club. And if they manage to get a job at another club as well, that's not as big as the club that they're with, not as big as the club that we're currently with. Obviously, they're not going to be able to take that success with them, if that makes sense. So what I'm talking about here, guys, is I believe you've got to make sure you put yourself in a position where you do not rely on a soccer club or a football club to give you an income. I'm not saying quit your job, or but I am definitely saying that you need to do some type of business for yourself on the side. Me personally, to be honest with you, I would never go and coach at a soccer club or a football club for a big clock, to be honest with you guys. Okay, I'm happy being independent, and most of the network I'm involved with, they're all independent goalkeeping coaches, and yet they might go in and out of soccer clubs or football clubs, but we do not want to be employed by them, to be honest with you. It's not worth the risk to my finances and my family. So it's very important, guys, is not to rely on football clubs or soccer clubs. So you need to brand yourself, guys. Okay, and what I mean that by branding yourselves is obviously you've got like the social media now, you've got websites, you've got to do more goalkeeping coaching than just within your football club. You've basically got to let people know that you're the main. You don't actually have to be the main person in your area, but you certainly need to be up there in the top 3 or 4 goalkeeping coaches in your area. So if you can get a name for yourself where goalkeepers want to come to you rather than the soccer club or the football club, what happens then, guys, it doesn't matter where you are, wherever you go, whether you decide to do your own business, whether you decide to go from club to club, goalkeepers will want to come to you rather than the football or soccer club, if that makes sense, yeah? And as I say, you can do that by doing social media. To me, I think too many people rely on social media now. They think by doing a tweet and a Facebook a day, that's going to get them a success. Guys, please trust me on this, it won't. That's only a very, very small part of what you should be doing. You should also be doing, which I think is huge, is doing a lot of videos as well. Get a lot of videos out there for free, so people get to see you as well. And then whenever you get an opportunity, guys, go and coach and do something for free as well. A lot of people don't want to do that because it's for free, or they mightn't have the time. But find the time, guys, seriously. If you do something for free, a few times a year, you get a good name for yourself where people will go, actually, this Ray Newlands, he's a decent guy, to be fair. And do it for the right reasons as well, guys. It's like, when I run my free sessions, I do it because I generally want to help people. And it does come back to you, there's karma involved here, guys. It does come back to you guys, okay? So, yeah, I'm not going to harp on too much, guys, okay, because you can obviously Google branding and how to brand yourself, etc. Because there'll be tons and tons of free information online that you can do as well. I'm also going to be creating something called Brandpreneurs as well, which is actually nothing to do with goalkeeping coaching, but it will help brand yourself, if that makes sense as well. That's something that's probably going to be a few more months off, yeah. So when that comes out, I strongly recommend you check that out, guys, because that can help. But as I say, what I'm trying to say again in this video, guys, is do not rely on a soccer club or a football club to give you a job. You need to rely on yourself, you need to brand yourself, and you need to put yourself in a position where goalkeepers and parents want to come to you And then once, and listen guys, whether it, you know, I think you've got about 6 or 7 years, to be honest with you, to do this before it gets to the saturation point where there's just too many goalkeeping coaches. So you have got a few years to put this, so there's no panic to do it right away, but I'd say you've got a few years to make sure by the time it does get a bit too crazy, there's too many goalkeeping coaches, is that you have positioned yourself in your area where goalkeepers and the parents, they want to come to you, not the Soccer Club or Football Club, okay? So hopefully that tip helps, guys, okay? And watch out for my next video, which is going to be on contacts, okay? Very, very important, guys, that you've got contacts. If you've not got contacts, guys, seriously, you will never, ever get to be the top goalkeeping coach in your area, period, okay? So see you at the next video, guys. Best of goalkeeping.